meetings, because it will help us all if I record the meetings. And then if I discuss skills, things like that, you'll be able to go back to it. I will do my best to do it every time, but I do space out sometimes and just get into it, and it will be good to have recordings. What I will be trying to do this semester, I guess I just need to make the promise and do it, is I'm going to record some YouTube tutorials on how to do some of the skills related to what we're doing. Can I, seeing in the chat is fine. How many people have any experience in Photoshop? I'm watching the chat box. Okay, all right, nice. Nice. Now, ooh, nice. We're doing, okay. All right. Okay, it looks like we've, wow, all right. So we've got a fair, oh, Jawahar. Jawahar's my friend, even though she's not talking to me. Because the next question, okay. Huh? I'm about to tell you why I'm a friend.
But I'm better than Illustrator. I design things in Illustrator.
Yes, I make things in Illustrator. I'm better on Illustrator than I am on Photoshop. I love Illustrator.
Doctor, our project going to be individually or in groups?
It's going to be a mix. It's a mix.
Okay.
So I'll go over those quickly. The big project at the end is suggested to be a team project, but you can choose the size, the relative size of your team or not. If you want to try to conquer it by yourself, it's a big task, but we might be able to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do this semester, because what happens is, because people have forgotten, as Metha has said, because people don't remember or they need to get tuned up, I'll end up spending almost the first month of this class going back over Photoshop and then Illustrator. Okay, any other people besides Jawahar have any experience in Illustrator? Oh, right, okay. All right. Just two? Okay, there we go. Yes, yes, yes. Gosh, I need to check out your majors. Holy moly. Okay, so this should be good, because for everybody that doesn't have experience, it's good to have classmates who do, because then they can also help you, etc. So what I'm going to try to do, so that all that time doesn't get consumed with doing the skills, because I do know how to do it, and I'm better in Illustrator, I would say, than I am in Photoshop. I can do what I need to do in Photoshop, all the crazy creative stuff. I've got like the periphery of it, but in Illustrator, I can do a truckload of things. Everybody will have specific sort of skills in any one of these tools, and there's very few people who know how to use these things. And I don't even think the people who programmed them know all the things they can do. So I will create tutorials, and the thing that, and there are online, if you're ever getting confused, you can learn a million things on YouTube tutorials for Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, any tools you want. And there are some people who are actually very good teachers of it. What will be different about mine is that my tutorials I will try to relate them to the projects we're doing. So the examples I will use, the things I will build out, will be based on the projects you're working on. I'm not going to keep it, vague and theoretical. We will do some design principles and things like that. I want you to have as many choices as you can have, but I will be, especially in the first Photoshop one, I will be talking about specifically about some skills related to that project. Okay, so that is why I'm going to do those, and then we can be a little more conceptual in class, and or you can do those tutorials, which you can stop and start and all those things. And since it's on YouTube, it will be a little more available for you to stop, start, and all those sorts of things. And I will stay focused without a lot of questions being asked. And then, you can work around it. Then if that raises questions in class, you can ask your questions and we'll sort of be advancing a little faster. We can advance higher and challenge my skill set and your skill set, and then we can work that way. So that's why that's going to happen. I'm actually going to do more things on YouTube than I've done before, because sometimes Blackboard can get all filled up. So that's one new thing we're going to add. I think it'll be good. I'm teaching the class twice. If I do 2 tutorials of the same thing in a row, I think you guys will also lose out on that, because in this class, if I've just done it at 11 o'clock in the other class, I will go through it too fast. Sometimes I go through it too fast anyway. And even if I've recorded it, it still could prove to be a problem. So, okay, that's the basics of what's going to happen. Another thing is my basic philosophy toward this class, toward any class, is that we are not in opposition. I am not trying to trick you. I am not trying to beat you. I am too old to compete with 20-year-olds. I have bad knees and it's just not going to happen, but we're not in competition. My goal is to help you learn the information. So since we're doing creative things and building projects, a lot of what we do is all going to build toward your project. Even some of our class activities will be you specifically working on your project so that you can be getting feedback throughout the process. I think that's more reflective of what happens in the real world. And I think it's more, and I think you're going to come out with better things. And my thought is, I would love you to be able to come out of this with at least a few things you could show potential employers. We don't in the college have enough creative cloud stuff, Adobe software, and it does show up on job announcements that they want people who can do that. So it is a valuable skill, and to have done it. And even if you end up not doing it, okay, even if you end up not doing it, you will have had the experience of going through it, that if you work in teams with creative people, or you need to find someone who's very good at the creative, hopefully this experience will enable you to speak on that intelligently, because you'll have some sense of the struggle and how the software works and how the creative process works. So this class is not going to make you a creative. Hopefully it will make you more creative in what you do, and maybe open your eyes to some possibilities of doing things in integrated comm that you didn't think about. Okay, but it also just allows you to open the conversation between different people that operate in a team, because in the real world, you do operate in teams. In the real world, you're not expected to have memorized every piece of information in the world. You get to ask questions of fellow teammates. You get to work with other people. You have mentors. You have all those sorts of things. So we're going to try to reflect that a little bit, but I'm also going to try to push some things to make you more individually responsible, even working in groups. When we're online, sort of some of the tension in groups gets even a little worse, because people can disappear, and the people in those groups with a sense of responsibility take all the pressure, take all the load, and then other students follow on their coattails. Like I said, I am not against you. I am with you, but I'd like you to share. I'm not sounding or feeling very enthusiastic in this moment, but I'm pretty enthusiastic about this stuff. So I want you to have the same passion about it and the same desire to try. I am not expecting perfect work. What I'm expecting in terms of what you show me is the effort. and that you tried to make it yourself. You tried to build it yourself. So that's just giving you an overview. So let's pop into the, okay, we're gonna take a quick look at the attendance thing. Sorry, I've got all these things out here for different classes. Okay, that's not attendance. So there's attendance, there's all 17 of you. Oh, look, I can submit it now. Earlier today, I could not. Okay, so let me see what's over here. What I've got. Okay, I'm gonna open the chat window so that I can see it. All right, so hopefully if something comes up, I can see it. If you want to say something to me in the chat window, you could like beep or something. So Amal, there's Amal. Are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, great. Amna Hassan.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, you're a girl. I can see that because you have your girl symbol there. Okay, Amna Mohammed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fatma Mohammed.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, great. Fatma Ibrahim.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you are over there. Okay, so Fatma Ibrahim is with kitties. Okay. Al Nuaimi. Where's your family? What part of the Emirates are your family from?
Abu Dhabi.
Really? Long time. Multi-generations.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. I know some Nuaimis that are connected with some Shamsis. Okay. Who are from Ashman. Okay. So Jawahar.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Wait, what is this? Okay. Wait, that's Jawahar Abdullah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have Jawahar Salam. No, it's the most interesting spelling I've ever seen of Jawahar. Wow. Okay. A little more phonetic. All right. Metha.
Doctor, she wrote in
Oh,
the
there you
chat.
are. Okay. I see you now. Do you know why your name is spelled that way? No. Okay. All right. Metha.
Yes, I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Great. All right. Great. All right. Miriam. We only have one Miriam again.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened to all the Miriams? I don't know. I'm so confused. Mira.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Wait. Oh, there. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking on the list. Munwa.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Great. Nura.
Yes, I'm here.
There you are. Salama.
Yes, doctor, I'm here.
Okay. Wow. Okay. What's my count? Okay. Oh, we just should be missing one person. All right. Shama Khanim.
Yes,
Kharanam,
sir.
or Rana. Okay, sorry. I apologize to your father. The GH gives me a problem. All right. Shama Khalid.
I am Shama Khalid, not Shama Ghanem.
Is there no Shama Khanim? What?
I am here, sir.
Okay, there's the other. Ramefi. Okay. All right. All right. Whoa, we got 3 Shamas. See? Miriam's been replaced by Shamas. Okay, Shama Omar.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. All right. And what? Okay. Interesting enough. I said there should be one person on here. Okay. So I'm submitting attendance. That's going to happen. It's being taken. You can fail based on attendance. It's been feels like it's been forever since we've done any of that. I guess it's like a full year. Okay, so now let's go over here and take a look. This one's not yours. I'm not sure we have to do exactly yours, but that's okay, we'll do it.
Doctor,
Yes,
I have a question. So in this
yeah,
course, you'll be working on Photoshop and Illustrator.
yep, we
Okay.
will. Yeah,
Nothing.
I'm gonna talk about that now. That's gonna be part of this, so you get a feel for it. Yeah, it's not everything we do. We are gonna learn some principles and some aesthetic things. And then, but also, so you're gonna have to use the tools well, if I can say it that well. You need to use the tools well, even if you don't have an absolute skill for it. It's about experimenting and trying. Okay, so obviously, no need to have my office or my office phone number. Okay, can somebody give me help? Can somebody, I had somebody in the other class, never done this before. Somebody really quickly built a WhatsApp group, and then they put a link in the chat box. I would love it if somebody did that. I know WhatsApp pretty well, but I'm going to admit to not knowing how to do that, and that's way easier than any techniques I have. Does anybody have thoughts on Telegram? Please, Shoma. Any thoughts on Telegram? Anybody seen Telegram?
Yes.
You don't like it?
Yeah, it's
No,
kind of.
please.
I have
Okay,
my-
I want to know why. What? Please tell me.
Sir, because there is these people who come in, like the strangers that put
Okay.
No,
All right. So it's not.
who write relevant things. Irrelevant, sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. That's good stories. Good to know. Actually, Rochelle put me on it last night or the night before or something, and I had a message from a student like before it was even finished. How about Signal? I've heard about Signal now.
I
no,
didn't hear of that.
Sorry?
I
No,
think
wait,
we
you
should
missed.
keep it simple and do a WhatsApp group since
No,
everyone.
no, we will. Haven't heard of it. Okay, Rochelle says she's working on Signal with her classes, but I don't mind. I know how WhatsApp works. It's just if Facebook tries to do something weird on WhatsApp, then we can just be prepared. So if somebody could get us that link, I think it was it Jawahar who said she could do it? No, it was Shama. So Shama Romethi, if you could do it, that'd be great. And then put it into the link. So we'll do a WhatsApp group. I like a WhatsApp group for a number of reasons. One, it's quick, and if you're having an issue, I can answer it. And if one person asks a question and I answer it, then everybody else sees the answer. So if it's about assignment times, if it's about assignment dates, if it's about what are we doing right now, those sorts of things, all I need to do is answer one person. Then also there's a platform for you guys to communicate and talk to each other. I don't mind if you guys have Arabic conversations, or if you do, it seems like I've seen a lot less of the English letters with numbers, which I can't read either one. But so that way you can have conversations and ask questions and clarify. Kind of actually happened there in the chat area. That is completely fine with me. I only went to university in one language. Aha, here we have. Okay. I am going to try to click it. No, it's competing. There we go. No, it's not going to go anymore. All I am. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. So maybe if you call it -003, if you can change the name, that could help. Okay, that's the invitation link. Okay, get it. All right, thank you very much. All right. So let me try to sit up a little. I will end up slouching because I love my chair with wheels on it. Not meant to have wheels. Okay, where were we? We are here. Okay, so let's just push through here. I'm gonna wait a minute on the calendar. I'm gonna be providing you some different links and things that aren't specifically those things, but so first thing is you will see on here for each assignment, there is a draft presentation, okay? And together for all three, those account for 5% of your grade. That's a very small part of your grade. But the point is, on each one of those percentage points, all you have to do is do it. You do the draft presentation so that I can give you comment and hopefully your classmates can give you comment on the work you've done, new ideas, thoughts, input. Now, I know people, when they're doing a presentation, get sort of self-involved, and then they miss, okay, I'm distracted now, so I'm gonna have to go down this rabbit hole. Does anybody know the greatest moment in social media history from the last week? It is the greatest moment in social media history. Just saying. Anybody?
Blocking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
For life. From Twitter, gone. Okay, so you do know. All right. That's going to be a whole lot less, a whole lot fewer stupid posts. Maybe what he'll do is he'll open his own social media. Of course, he's going to have to do that from jail, I hope. Okay. It's insurrection. That's all I have to say. Treason against the United States. Flat out. All right. So, no question in my mind. All right. So, okay. So remember that. Twitter this year. And we'll see if he gets impeached a second time to make sure that he can't ever run again. Seriously, he should be like deep in jail. Okay, so we have these draft presentations. It's only going to be 5% of your grade, which means it's very small, but it's a free 5 points. Okay, so if it's there, cool. Thanks, Amna. All right, really cool. So that, yeah. So he can't do it in some left-handed way. Okay, so what you're doing is you're doing this presentation so you can get feedback. Each one of these presentations is going to be approximately a week before your project is due. Okay, so you will be able to implement the suggestions people have made. Now, along the way of developing your projects, we are going to be interacting. You are going to be posting things on Blackboard. You are going to have a lot of opportunities for interaction, but this draft presentation is just a way to get it out there, to see it, and for me to see it in a different way, and for us to communicate clearly with each other, and so everybody can communicate with everybody else. With the WhatsApp group, the discussion boards, you're going to have a lot of chance to interact with your classmates, okay? And I want you to, because as I've said, the creative process is very much a collective process. It's people working together. So now you understand when I said self-involved, that's when I remembered Trump. Okay, so malignant narcissist. All right. Yes, and I am allowed to say that about my president. I didn't actually vote. I voted for the guy who won, but I was voting against Trump. There's no way the guy should be anywhere near responsibility. Okay, so didn't like his TV show. All right. So each one of these. So what you can see is basically a month from now, you will be turning in, you will be doing your draft poster presentation. So you are going to do it within the time available to us. Now, this one is the most individual project, and sometimes these take a little longer. And so we will see, but everybody should present so that I can, and honestly, for me, a lot of times, I prefer just talking to you, and maybe I should, do most of my feedback on WhatsApp by talking. I'm still not completely comfortable with that, but it's easy for me to just in the moment to talk to you. And also the importance is for the rest of you to hear my comments on other people's work so that hopefully you can apply it to your work. So that will be on the 7th, and then it will finally be due on the 14th, Valentine's Day. You guys shouldn't be doing anything on Valentine's Day unless you're married. How many people married? Any married people? Manuel, you're married?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I don't have there's not a single married person. I'm not trying to single you out. I'm married. Did you hear that rumor? Okay. Okay. So nobody's got anything planned for Valentine's Day. And if you're not married, you shouldn't have anything planned for Valentine's Day. Just saying. Okay. So, but hey, your work will be done. You'll put it in and then you can enjoy the day alone. Okay, because who knows where we're going to be in a month from now. Okay, so on top of that, okay, I'm going to talk about that poster in a minute. Then, okay, so that's going to be an individual project, and that's going to be 15%. So when you do the draft presentation, you are not graded on the work on the project. You're graded on doing the presentation. That's why it is a low percentage. And trust me, 5% can make a difference between an A and an A minus, a B plus and a B plus and an A. Okay, so 5 points can matter.
It's written
Right.
1%. How come it's 5%?
Because I don't want to give I am working with you, but I don't want to give the grades away for free. And this is a for free grade.
Okay.
Because it's just a matter, honestly, it's just a matter of doing it. So if you're shy, if you're whatever, you're a little nervous, won't impact your grade. You did it. And I feel that I need to give you a mark because having drafts on this calendar without giving anything for it, nobody seems to do them. So I'm also trying to encourage you with a small free gift to do. If you don't do it, it'll just be a 0. So up to you. Okay. So, and it's going to help you do better on, the projects you do. So the advertising poster is 15%. What also happens is each one of these assignments, it builds up in importance. So you get a feeling for how my brain works and how it connects or doesn't with your brain, but trying to figure out how I'm marking things, etc. So I'm going to come back to the advertising poster. All right. So then the second thing we're going to do essentially a month later, 3/16 is going to be the cultural lexicon, and your draft will be due on the 16th. Or you'll do the draft presentation, okay? And this will be due on the 24th of March. So this will be, you can work alone, a group of 2, group of 3 to create this document, which is 5 words, which is going to be, we're going to take the next step in terms of some illustration and things where you're going to illustrate these words and phrases and also connect it to an advertisement. Okay, anybody know what's important about 3/24? About March 24th? Don't know if you've dived into your calendar or not.
Before the spring break. The
That's
day
right,
before the-
last class before spring break. So we're not specifically carrying things over into spring break. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be having any extra fun unless, you know, things change pretty miraculously. I am a pessimistic optimist. I hope for the best, but I try to prepare for the worst, which is more time sitting here, etc. But at least my family's all together, so that's good. Okay, so that will happen. That will then be due before spring break. Then you come back from spring break. Anybody know what happens 2 days after spring break and we return to class? Or is it approximately 2 days? Ramadan. Okay. So Ramadan will start the week you return from spring break. How this affects this class, I don't know. In the past, in Ramadan, classes have only gone from 9 to 2 or 2:30. This class is supposed to go from 1:30 to 3 or so, 2:50. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. We might lose a little time, but hopefully I've got that built into here. Okay. So after we'll be doing Ramadan, and then all of our efforts will be on the final campaign. Okay. And the final campaign, you will do the presentation the Sunday of our last week of class. And then we go down here. It will be due a week later. And I might ordinarily put it off a day or two, but that's Eid. So I don't want it to dig too deeply into Eid. If you just do it and get it done over that weekend or before, then you'll be done and you can enjoy Eid before you take finals. I wouldn't enjoy Eid too much because other classes you're going to have specific finals. Okay, now the other thing we have, 20% of your grade. This is what I call positive attendance grade. 20% of your grade will be doing class activities. Okay? And in doing these class activities, you will, okay, some of them will be connected to the class, which means we will do them in class, we will do them at the end of class. It might stay open till midnight. You will have time to do it. It will be connected to your projects. It will be connected to what we talked about in class. It will be contributing to your education, but also showing that you were here completely and fully. Once it closes, it closes. And there's no, oh, sir, I forgot to do it. That will not be an acceptable reason. If you want to, if you want to look back at it because it will help you do your projects, then there's a chance I will reopen it, but I will not accept activities late. There will be 25 of these. Okay. So that's pretty much almost like every day, stuff like that. We're going to do the first one today in a few minutes so you can know exactly how to do them. And in fact, Blackboard has changed how their discussion board works. So I had to learn that this morning live, and now I know. But these will, some of the ones that connect directly to your projects will stay open, okay? And if it's open, it's fair and you can do it. But the basic grade is 25, is your percentage of completing these 25 class activities. So if you do 20 of 25, that's an 80, right? Yeah, it's times 4. Okay, so that's an 80 or so. But I'm also going to add another component to it, which what I want to do, because of stuff that happened last semester and doing this online, I want to have 3 online meetings with each one of you. You cannot have the meeting and you will lose points. But once again, I found you guys are mostly motivated by points, but I want to have a chance to talk to you, see your work, see what you're doing, find out what you're doing. And you will need to have 3 of these. And there may be some class days that will be designated to this and we'll have an appointment. And the other part of it is so that I can see your face and I can pretend like I actually know who you are, because there'll be one-on-one meetings. And so you'll know when they're coming. And so you can get fixed up and have a nice background. I don't mind seeing family members, things like that. Had a student this morning who left her camera on, which made me very, very happy to see a human. And her little brother was there, and I don't mind. So actually in the US, I had a student who was a single mother, and she had her 2-year-old come to classes when she came to class because she didn't have enough money to have her babysit. Maybe was she 4? No, I think she was 4, because she was pretty bright. She was one of the best students in the class. And okay, see, I can't tell if I'm funny or not. But no, that's a truthful story. I'm not making that. And she was a great little kid. So no worries there. Okay, so, all right. So class assignments are important. I'm going to go over it in a minute. I want to talk about the poster first. And we do, I think, have enough time because I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do these posts so that there's no question about them. And that when you ask how you may have lost points or something, I can tell you exactly how, etc. So hopefully nobody's napping by now. All right, so the advertising poster, what you will see is I have also put into Blackboard. Okay, now this class is bright red. There's a reason for that. It's because the morning class is green and this one's red. That way I'll know if I'm in the right class or not. If the class is not bright red like this, then we know I'm looking at the wrong place because the numbers don't make sense. 4 is in the morning, 3 is in the afternoon. Really? Okay, but, okay. So if we, here you can, I have the syllabus is in the syllabus area. So my big suggestion for you is to download that, have it, know what's there, have it on your computer. Then I have also in the instructor's assessments, I have already put up the descriptions of the 3 assignments, the 3 projects we're going to do. So maybe I should. What's going on? Okay, so obviously you can get this there. All right, so you're going to be making a travel poster. Now, when we do this physically, you would ultimately print it, and there is a learning of technology here, okay? You are going to be, the way I perceive this, and it helps me keep it contained, you're going to be doing a travel poster. There are a number of reasons. I'm going to explain why I'm doing a travel poster. One, I love tourism. I've taught tourism. I've done tourism research. So that's part of the reason I'm so depressed that I haven't traveled since, wow, holy mackerel. Since summer 2019, I have not traveled. We were, oh, no, sorry, October 2019, because I went to Greece for a conference. Okay, October 2019. We were on our way to Athens for spring break and it didn't happen. Okay, so the second reason for a travel poster, it can connect. You don't have to have pictures from around the world. You can just have pictures from here. And number 3, it does connect to who you are and what Abu Dhabi wants to be. Now, you are going to be choosing a picture that you have taken. You are not going to take pictures from the web. Okay? Reasons for that, if it's copyrighted, you can't claim it, all that sort of thing. Number two reason, you are going to be creating a poster that is A3 size. And if we printed it, the significance of that would show. If we printed it, you'd find out that tiny little pictures from the web won't work. The resolution is too low. So this is, so we're going to switch my camera here. All right, so this is an A4. This is what you're used to. This is what you hand in papers on and you print. Okay, this is really about the equivalent of like a magazine advertisement, something like that. That's really the size. If you think about magazines, if you read Hello or what's the, there's an M1, sorry. All the stuff at the checkout counter at the grocery store, okay? Essentially this size. Magazine advertising is less important than it was, but it's still out there. People still read magazines. Got to keep up with the Kardashians. So that's an A4. You will do an A4 in the final project, okay? But here you're going to be working on a poster, and by saying it's a poster, it means it's more visually important than it is the text. The text will be important, but you have to, when you think about a poster, it's all kind of bigger. People will see it from more of a distance, so you can't have little tiny text on it. So this is essentially, it's not perfectly, this is an A3. It is double an A4. Now, if you tried to print a low resolution picture or the kind of picture you can usually get on the internet, it would just be pixelated and horrible, okay? It wouldn't look good. So this would sort of be the proof in the pudding. But because it's an A3, it also has very specific dimensions that you're going to have to operate with. Now, that's some of the stuff I'm going to talk about in doing a YouTube tutorial that will be specific to this class. That's what will make those tutorials more relevant, because I will talk about how to change the size of a picture or make the size of the picture fit into a print space. Okay, so you will finalize the picture in Illustrator, you will turn it in as a PDF, and you will do it in Illustrator because there will be graphic elements. And that will be text, that will be logo, that will be some other things. The other thing knowing about Illustrator is that Illustrator is more versatile in size. Things can be more easily scaled because they're vectors, not bitmaps. I'll talk more about that, okay? Don't worry about knowing that difference or not. If you already know that difference, great. Because Illustrator is meant for printing, and printing of images is still very important. Not, you know, we consume most things, it seems these days, on a screen, but not everything is experienced on a screen. So things still get printed, banners, billboards, posters, literally, in different places. So that's why we're doing that. We're going to do travel. You're going to have the basic photographic image. Now, when I say you, this could be somebody in your family took this picture, cousin, whatever. I don't want a picture that's published somewhere, etc. It's more like a family picture, because part of this exercise is going to be choosing a picture that works for a poster, that can draw people in, that you can put the text on, that you can put all the different parts together on it to make an interesting creative composition. So at the first level, you're judging the creativity of this main photograph. So that's what's going to be your background. Okay, so you're going to have that basic photographic image. Then you're going to have destination name is going to be on there. You're going to have destination logo. I've got logos for Abu Dhabi and Dubai. in vector format, in Illustrator format, so that will be no problem if you might have some of those pictures. The other reason we do travel and do Abu Dhabi is even now, if as long as you stay safe, you might be able to go shoot a picture of something. You might go to Jubail Mangroves or something, or you could head over to the Cube. I think that that may be done by now. No, I think it's got a few more days, right? Anybody go to the Cube? I went to the Cube. See the Cube? Yeah, the logo. Yeah, clearly the logo will come from the internet. But I'll even show you if you can, and I'll show you where to find logos. It's actually called Brands of the World. You can get vector logos. You want us, if you're looking for logos, you want to get vectors. That's where I originally got them from. If you can only get it in a bitmap, I'll show you how to change it into a vector. Okay, which is another thing that happens in Illustrator, etc.
Sir, I have a question.
Yep.
We can only use one photo, or we can combine several photos together?
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, I'm going to show you examples on Wednesday. And actually, I remember a student did one in a way I totally didn't expect, which it was sort of like a search page. And they used the metaphor of the search page on the poster. Really, the result was really good. Yeah, it can. And ultimately, I say as a basic photographic image, if you are really good at Illustrator, I had a student once who actually did kind of a UAE skyline kind of thing, Abu Dhabi skyline with silhouettes of buildings. I did know that it was different from the 40th National Day, because actually one of my students in my first year here was one of the designers of the skyline for the brand office. One of the greatest logos of all time to me is what I call the Etihad logo, which is the National Day logo with the 7 sheikhs and the flag. Awesome. That logo should live forever because it is that great. 50th coming up. Hopefully we'll be outside and having fun and lots of good things happening, and super cool paraphernalia associated with it. Okay. I love that logo. So if you're that good, but I don't want to put that pressure on you. I'm going to show some examples to you. I'm going to show you where I took some things from Photoshop and turned them into vectors and some silhouettes and a whole bunch of different things. So yeah, multiple pictures, not a problem. Okay. I'll even show you a disaster I did with multiple pictures. It looks horrible. It's a mess, but bad examples are also good to show you. So, okay, then you'll have on it, you're going to have the slogan, you're going to have 3 hashtags and a handle. Well, no, it's not extra points. I might be kinder, I don't know, but my idea is that you'll have a place. If the place doesn't have a logo, then wow, okay, that'll be pretty cool. Obviously, I'll be impressed. Yeah, is that an answer to your question? Okay, so you'll have hashtags, you'll have a caption. So we are going to mess with words a little bit and try to come up with something catchy. All right, beyond the slogan. I mean, places like the Louvre, Abu Dhabi, see humanity in a new light. They already have a nice slogan, but I want there to also be a second thing, a thing that is related to that poster. The example I used last semester was a picture I had from the Louvre. So those sorts of things. Okay, let's see. And then what you're going to do on top of that is a variation. You're going to take your core image and you're not going to mush it. You're going to figure out how to use it and maintain its visual integrity and put it into an Instagram post. I have a link to a place where you can make fake Instagram posts. Let's hope it's still there, because you can put it in, you can put in a, you know, a fake handle for it. You can have, you know, 5 million likes. You can put comments in. It's really nice. You put the picture in, hashtags, whole thing. So it is a fake Instagram post generator, which is pretty cool. So you're going to do that, and then you'll export that as a PNG. The poster itself will be a PDF, and we'll work from that. So what, in relation to that, what you need to do, what you need to start thinking about is that you need to start looking around for the picture, think about the place, if you've gone someplace cool, because you need to have more than enough choices, because I'm immediately going to be helping you out on this. You're going to show me multiple things. I don't want to tell you specifically, yes, use that one. Sorry. Yes, use that one. But I want you to listen to what I say, and I want you to be able, oh yeah, islands in Abu Dhabi, not like Al Narai or some of the other ones. Is that what you mean? Private islands, but can people go there? Can people, would you advertise and bring people in? So my answer is no. If you can't advertise it to somebody, you see what I mean? Yeah, it's going to be an advertisement. So it's not just showing it, it's not informational, it's trying to be persuasive. It's saying, you know, if you had a house that you were renting out for big bucks, okay? Who's saying that? Is that a Ramethi from a Ramethi private island? Okay, so, okay, I know about that island. Rochelle's been there. Okay, but, okay, so, sorry, what am I thinking of? So yeah, it needs to be an advertisement. So start thinking about those pictures, and you can show me multiple things, because part of the exercise is finding that picture that's going to make the strongest poster. I will let you do, I prefer, I think it's better when it's vertical, okay, dominantly vertical, where the longest way is top to bottom, but you could do horizontal. That's kind of like a billboard. And that's really what this is also related to. It's a small billboard for me, and you see vertical and you do see horizontal. When they're smaller, they tend to be vertical. Okay, so that's going to be the first thing. I'll be getting much more in depth into it in the next class. I'm going to show you all those examples I was talking about. I'll show you some. I think there was some good student work last semester. Yeah, there's one or two that I absolutely love. There's one from the Louvre that is very strongly illustrator and text oriented, but it is based on a photograph. So that's what we're going to do. And then even my emphasis on this stuff is just to tell you, like on the second assignment, the lexicon, you could, because you're going to have to visualize phrases, you could choose to use clip art or download something from the internet. But if you do that, your maximum possible grade will be 80. And there will be grades above 80 where the pictures aren't as pretty as ones you've taken off the internet, but because you made the effort to be creative, and even if you're not an expert at either one of these programs, you will have learned something new about it, and that's why I want you to do it. I will show you some of that stuff, and some of it's really primitive, but I will also show you stuff where people did primitive things in Illustrator and came out with some really positive outcomes, some really good products. So we will do things that are like connected to you, who you are and your culture, but then we will also always connect those to an advertising attempt. You're trying to persuade somebody to do something. You could be persuading them to wash their hands or anything like that, but I guess I tend toward the commercial side. So now let me show you. All right, let's go back into Blackboard. So where we do the class activities is going to be over here in discussions. Okay, everybody okay with seeing this? Okay, so I am now going to create the first activity, okay? So I will create a forum. That's what I'll do each time. And I will call it activity 1, and I'll give it a title. This is hello and a picture. All right. You can see if you've ever spent any time in here, Blackboard has definitely changed their interface. And so a couple things changed a little bit. So this is going to be my instruction. And so this is for your benefit for staying awake and being here today. Now, this is an example of what I'm going to do. It will be today. It will close. Class is over at 3, so I'll just give it a little more time. And I'm going to say it's going to stay open till 3:30 p.m. Then it will close.
Can you make it like it's closed tomorrow, not today? Can you make it like it's going to close tomorrow, not today?
No, there's no reason for that.
No, because you have to find the right picture for the poster.
Okay, this is not about the right picture. It's about a picture. No, this isn't about a perfect picture. This is about just doing the exercise.
Okay, so the picture that I'm going to put in discussion right now, can I use something else like in my poster? Change the pictures? Or should I?
This is not specifically the poster. This is
Oh.
more an active tutorial on doing discussion boards because I really hate when people attach files. I love the discussion boards because you can put all the information right there. Your classmates can look at it. I can look at it. I can sit here and share the screen right here. Even if we were physically in class, I would use it and project it on the screen. So having it right there is what makes me happy. So this is, if you don't have any responses, you can edit your posts. I've never gotten people to tag posts or rate, but sometimes I've tried for ratings, but nobody seems too interested. So then there it is. That's how it appears to you. So my suggestion is you can jump in right now on the corner on your computer. Sorry, and that first forum will show up. It's activity 1. Now I'm going to show you how the post works. I'm sorry if I'm insulting anyone, but this is just walking through it. There's a famous basketball coach in the USA who recruited very, very good players to his university. And he started out the first day and he carefully showed them exactly how to tie their shoes. You would think that 18, 19-year-olds would know how to tie their shoes, but he wanted to make sure they understood from the most basic fundamentals. And it wasn't an insult, and he won 10 national championships. So he must have done something right. And so I'm going there. So I click on the hello, and you will do create thread. So you are creating your own thread within the form. So I will now create a thread. And the way I want you to title your threads is with the activity number. I want you to call it activity 1. Now you don't have to put your name in here because once you post, your name will be connected to it. And it's because it's going in on your account, etc. So literally, I'm going to type hello. So that's how you would type. You could do, you know, if you wanted to mess with fonts and stuff, that's all up here. Well, there used to be a whole mess of buttons and there's not anymore. So they've simplified the way you actually post pictures. So what I'm going to do, it says add content, and I just go to insert local files. Okay. So I'm going to go to pictures. Okay. So here's the last time I traveled. It's in Thessaloniki. This will be interesting to see. Okay. I like
Professor,
street art.
it could be random
Yeah.
photo. It could be
Yeah,
any.
I'm just, yeah, in this case, it's a random photo. Okay, so I'm going to use that photo. Okay, so I'm just going to say open, and there it is. So it has put it in the shape. So I've said hello. I've posted a picture. You can see it says Thessaloniki National something International Film Festival. So you can actually read it. Okay. Thessaloniki's in Greece, in case you didn't know. But so I do submit, and there you can see it says activity 1, it says my name, and it says it's posted. So this would, if I looked up names, I would go, you know, I would look up your name and it would tell me activity 1, activity 7, activity 18. So now what you're going to do is you can start doing this. I'm going to check on something because I've just discovered this new linking thing. So I just want to see what happens, but you can go back and edit. So what I would suggest to you guys is you can start posting so that you can ask a question. Yes, any picture you have, Amal. Yes. But I could go in here. And because I've allowed it, everybody's will show edit. And I'm going to, okay. So now let me just see something. I'm going to insert a local file. What's that? Now let's do a fun one. Let's go to, there we go. Oh, wait. Ooh, there we go. How about that one? How long is that? It's 81.2 megabytes. 45 seconds long. Yeah, let's have fun with it. No, okay, that's just too long. Oh, no, that's not something I want. Here it comes. That's loud. Okay, so that's crazy enough. That's 62, it's 33 seconds, it's mostly nothing. But let's just see. So it's bigger, so it's taking more work. Whew, too big. But it's trying.
Professor, for when we attach a photo, do we click the browse local files or?
Yeah, what you do is you,
If you don't
this
mind.
X plus right at the end here. You see what I'm circling? There you go. Okay. So it actually has downloaded this video. I think. Okay, so that is how you could do that. So I just deleted that by backspacing. I'm going to try. So here it is right here, this plus. That's where you get the insert local files. Let's just go. Let's just see something different here. Let's just, I'm going to put any syllabus in there. So that's docx. Let me see. Put a PDF in there. Okay, so that becomes a link. So that kind of document would then be linked to, I don't know exactly where. That would make me less happy, but here with pictures. So my thing is, don't put your pictures and things into a Word document or something and then make me download it because I can't see it. Just put the pictures right here. Just put the pictures right here in this in the thread, in the box. I'm not sure what's happening now. Where are we? Oh, okay, that's just my post. Okay. All right. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, so you can see there's your names right there connected with it. I can look at it, check it. There you go. All right. Hello, there's Salama. Okay. Nice shot. There's Noura. Ooh, okay. Small picture. Love wave pictures. I follow all the wave guys on Instagram. Okay, so everybody's getting it. See, there's Amal. No, please. Okay, here's the problem with this. Okay, actually, thank you, Amal, for doing it. It is not going to read an HEIC. That is what comes out of an iPhone. If you did live picture where it, shoots the sequence of pictures, that's an HEIC. It needs to be a PNG it needs to be a PNG or a JPEG or something that GIF, whatever. It has to be more readable. So I really don't want you to do this. I'm curious what's going to happen. I'm going to click on it. So what it's done is, maybe you can see down here, is it's downloaded it, okay, down in the corner. And now I would need to open it. And so I've taken a lot of extra steps. Nice. That's not bad at all. Okay. But get it in a format that it can read so we can see it quickly. I love it when the sunsets does that. I bet you the color of the sky was amazing once the sun went down. Okay. So I don't know why I have that.
Can I convert PNG?
It can be a PNG. Yeah, you can transform it to a PNG or a JPEG. There you go. Okay, everybody keeping the safe distance. There you go. Look, you can email the author. So exactly, it says hello. Ooh, who's hanging out at the Youth Hub? I love that building. Glad there's something in it. Who's that? Okay, was that Miriam?
Yes, sir.
Do you go to the Youth Hub?
Yes, I went twice.
Okay. That building, it was originally built for the F1. That's why it kind of looks like a race car, if you didn't know. When it first came, this is like 10 years ago. Okay, whoops. Okay, so there you go. That's near Jabil. It's at least in the mangroves. Okay. And there's a hello. Exactly. So that's what we're doing. So that's how these are going to work. You're going to, especially at the beginning, you're going to have the opportunity to post pictures here. You're going to have the opportunity to put, for me to like here's the different options. You can put those pictures in and I can give comments and thoughts. Like I said, I do not want to say this is the exact one. But I want you to be listening to what I'm saying as we talk, but I still need you to make a decision about those pictures because it is about your understanding of it. I will explain the strengths and weaknesses of the different pictures, and then hopefully you can take that and build up. Okay? So
Sir,
this
I
is
have a
going to
question.
stay until 3:30. Everybody's looking good. Yes?
Sir, I did everything right. The picture wasn't like a live picture or anything, but it's still like downloaded as a link. So you can download, so you have to download the picture. So in this case, what went wrong?
Let's see. I don't know. You had to have used that way to get there, right? Oh.
What way? Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you
what
do
I'm
the-
saying.
I'm not sure.
What?
Is that your dog?
Yeah,
Or
he
did you-
is.
Really? So cute.
Yeah,
Is he still a puppy?
thank you.
Is he
Yeah,
still?
no, he's not. He's a bit older, but still love him
Yeah,
as he
very
is.
happy and friendly. Very nice dog. Okay, sorry.
Doctor,
Yes, miss.
I post a video in by mistake, not a picture.
The what now? What?
I post a video, not a picture.
Okay. Okay. Why?
Should I post another picture? No, Jawahar.
Well, you know how to do it, so that's that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably okay. I mean, you use the posting function. Oh, 4 seconds. In above.
Yeah.
Is that like the Jumeirah thing place in Dubai?
No, in
Or
Abu
is
Dhabi.
that, oh, okay, that's Bab al Bar and all that? Okay,
No.
never mind. Where is it?
Should I post another picture of the place or the video will be
No,
enough?
you don't have to. That's okay. That's fine. You were
Oh.
able to upload it. That's good.
Okay.
And it probably didn't take nearly as long as the one I did.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So we will discuss the posters more. We will be getting into it. I will have to do a really short review of this. Otherwise, students will say, you never told me I had to do class activities. So everybody click on the link and get into the WhatsApp group. And then, great. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy your day. And
Sir,
hopefully it'll be a good semester. Yeah,
may I
you
talk?
can go if you want. Probably about assistant dean stuff. Is that what you're saying?
It's about the schedule.
Yeah. Who's your advisor?
Sir?
Sahela.
Okay.
Because I'm
What
having
was the other?
What?
Okay, just wait a second.
Okay.
Did somebody have a different question?
Sir, do you mind if I speak to you regarding something that has nothing to do with this class?
Like schedule?
No, not schedule, but I'm facing a problem with something in my academic transcript. If you can just point me in the right direction, because I don't know what to do.
Okay, so Miriam first, then Mesa.
Okay.
Okay, so Miriam, ask me your question.
Yes, I already emailed you last week. It's about the projection. They mixed up with the ZU elective and the college elective. They counted TCC 375 as ZU elective.
Yeah, so send me February, send me an email or mention it to me in class, and then I'll fix it.
And yes, when they will add the other class, because I have one more class it's missing.
Are you under enrolled?
It's my last semester.
Okay. What class are we talking about?
ISC 383.
Oh, did you do the list, the Google form?
Yes, I did.
Don't worry about it. It'll be there in a couple days. Give me a little time.
I just email you about the projection problem.
Yeah, about the class confusion. Yeah, because they might fix it by then, but yeah, I understand totally. I remember it now that you're saying. But yeah, I can do substitute. I can get it fixed.
Okay, sir.
There's not a lot of things I can control, but that I can fix.
But after that, I have to look at ZU electives, right? To find another class instead of the class that I have now.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, if you're under enrolled or something, you need to tell me a class you want to be in. Otherwise, I'm going to put you in a class and you might not be happy.
Okay, sir.
Because I might think it's a cool class. I basically put students in classes that sound cool to me and have seats, but students don't always like them. So
Okay, I will email you now, sir.
I'm old, so what do I know? I'm white, I'm male. What do I know?
Yeah.
I'm the bane of the world's existence. So yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Maytha, question. See, that
Hi,
phone
sir.
call was about scheduling, so I'm gonna have to answer it.
Sir, this is my last semester in ZU, and I have a problem with my transcript. I was previously in art in the College of Art, and I had an accident in my last semester in that when I was in that major. So in one of the classes, I skipped like about 2 months of class, and I was marked present for like maybe 2 months. And they couldn't withdraw me out of this class because it needs to be WF before I can be withdrawn. So I have an F and it needs to be taken off. I still have my reports, my doctor's reports and everything. So what do you think I should do regarding that F?
Why? Okay. When did it happen?
2017.
How long ago?
2017.
That's going to be hard.
That's going to be hard?
I can try, but it's going to be hard. I'm just telling you right out.
What? Why? I still have my doctor's notes and everything.
No, that's good. And that will help, but we'll see what they do.
And I'm still not in art. I have 2 Fs actually. I have a WF and I have an F. And my GPA currently is 2.7. So I really want my GPA to rise before graduating because I'm not taking art.
I know. You don't have to explain why. I get why. But I'm just telling you because it's from 2017, it might be hard.
Because
Okay.
they told me that they will take it off, but it's not my problem since the teacher was marking me present and I've been absent for like 2 months. They couldn't withdraw me because they needed it to be WF before withdrawing me from the class.
Okay, I don't understand that, but that, I didn't do it, so I will try to fix it if I can.
Okay, sir, please don't forget. Don't forget.
No, you're my class. You'll need to remind me. I'm not going to get to this stuff for a number of weeks, though. So you get that. Like February is a better time to start asking about that.
By the end of my last semester, and then they won't be able to change.
Okay. I understand these things more than you guys seem to understand. I've done this a few years, so yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Professor, I have sent you an email about that I'm taking 6 courses this semester,
And I wanted to change one of the courses, like instead of the Arabic course, I wanted to take the new special topic course with Mrs. Inka. You're muted, sir.
Muted, sorry. Yeah, you want to drop the 340 and I
Yeah.
sent you email. Okay, so yeah, I guess I can do that. Who's
Yeah,
your
because
advisor?
I'm going to take a course in the summer, and I thought of like I can add the Arabic to take 2 courses in the summer. I want to concentrate on getting grades in the Arabic course, because I don't like I know myself I won't be able to get marks if I had
Who's
a
your
load of
advisor?
things.
Huh?
I know
Who's your
like I know
advisor?
myself I won't get good grades if I took the Arabic with
Yeah.
another Arabic class this semester.
Who's your advisor?
Vlada.
Okay, can you ask him to confirm it for me, please?
I did email him and he said that he can't do anything and I have to contact you.
Okay, but I need to hear from him that it's a good idea, okay?
Okay. I'll forward the email to you and
No,
I'll
I can do it. I will do it, but I just need him. It's the new way things work. I can't decide by myself.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. Mira, are you there or not?